content. I'm finally facing it all, fearless.
Hey guys, Darkbreaker here, today with another ZEPHYS jungle gameplay. As you guys can see in the bottom right corner, this is stream footage from my Facebook live stream. So basically the gameplay is a little bit worse in terms of quality, but in terms of gameplay quality it's very high. Like, we are playing solo queue, and I think you can already tell from the thumbnail that we destroyed them pretty hard, and I will try to give you some sort of commentary on how I played this game and how you can manage to destroy your solo queue opponents just as hard as I did. So first of all, what I like to do is, we know the abyss side is at the top side, so we decide to go for a red start. So we finish level 4 at abyss side, so we can either camp there, go for counter gank, catch someone off guard who's going to rotate to the abyss lane, or try to rush the dragon. Dragon is very important. It gives a lot of XP and gold, especially in the new update. For you guys who don't know yet, it does give an additional buff which grants you damage over time buff, basically. So when you do an auto attack to someone, you do burn damage as a buff. For 90 seconds you have that buff, so that's really strong. Right now we see the ZEPHYS, we go for him, we do a lot of damage. Let's see if we can get the first blood. We should be able. We get the first blood on Necrov. Especially on ZEPHYS, it's very important to know the positions of the others and know when to camp someone and when to gank someone. Like, what I like to do is always keep track of the positions of every hero. We get the Talanas. I knew she was greedy going for the minion wave, so I decided to gank her as well. You always, like, a lot of jungle don't keep track of the jungle pathing of the opponent. As a jungler, it's very important to out-jungle and outsmart the opponent jungler by predicting their jungle path, where they are going to gank, what are they going to plan, and what's their jungle plan. Most of the time I just predict, yeah, they will, like, as always, every fucking jungler, they just go for abyss gank. So you can either decide to wait for the counter gank or wait in the bush, knowing the enemy Necro, for example, in this case, will go to the abyss lane to gank. So you wait in the bush, he comes, and then you basically kill him for free. So always keep that in mind. Let's see, we should be able to get him as well. That's pretty good. I see they go for my blue buff, so I decide to just leech this wave, push it in, so the opponent will lose the minion wave. I think people don't really realize how important wave control is, because it allows you, when you kill someone and the wave is pushed in, you can easily get another tower. But if your wave is pushed in and you kill someone, you can't get any objectives. so that's very important. And denying gold is important as well. I know Necrof is blue side, he just stole my blue buff, so I quickly decide to steal his blue buff, get out, and time the buff as well, like 90 seconds till it respawns, so you can go for another invade, or you know his positioning. For example, I think I killed it around 4, so I know 5:30 it will spawn again. So I know Necrof is most likely to be at his blue buff at that time to get it. So you can decide to do a gank at the same time at the dragon side, because you know, oh, he won't be there to help the others because he's busy doing his own blue buff. And that's just an example. But you can also think, yeah, he will gank the Abyss side during that time, and you have an opening to just steal the blue buff for free again. Knowing when it's going to spawn is very important. Like, the way I like to play solo queue is to get as much farm as possible and keep control of the waves, the objectives, and don't ever let the opponent get free dragons. You don't necessarily have to do the dragon every time, but you should prevent them from getting it. Like, whenever I play jungle, I try to get dragon whenever it's possible, but you don't necessarily have to do it, as long as you don't allow the opponent jungle to get dragon. I know a lot of high tier jungler in Europe right now, they're just so focused on kills and don't really have good objective control. You will see when I'm jungling, my objective control is much cleaner than the others. No offense to anyone, but I never give up dragon for free. If you, like, there are moments where you can give up dragon if you get another tower. Like, if you get a kill and a tower, then it's okay to give up dragon. But usually you should be around Abyss side when you know the enemy jungler is at Abyss side as well. Because even if you gank someone and get the kill, the opponent jungler will get the gank at the Abyss side and get on top of that the dragon. And dragon is just so huge. It's such a huge advantage to have dragon for your team. It's just XP and gold. If you get XP and gold for your team, especially experience, it's very important to give your own teammates a lead. You don't even necessarily have to do ganks anymore because you're giving them a gold lead. And if you can deny the enemy jungler as well, that means they are not getting ganked. Like, out jungling doesn't mean you have to always gank. Out jungling means better wave management, better objective control, and denying the enemy jungler XP by going for counter jungle and stealing camps means he's underfarmed and can't go for jungle, can't go for ganks basically. And you see, it's very important to do camps as well. It's a way to get a lot of free kills. Knowing when the opponent is going to... I knew the Abyss wave is crashing into the tier 2 tower, and I saw them being at the mid lane, so I predicted the Talanas will of course go to the top side to get the farm. So I just waited at the red bush to camp here, and we got a triple kill, so that's very easy. What else? Yeah, if you go solo queue, I would only play jungle because it's the best the best role to carry, and any other role is just pretty hard to carry on because jungle has so much impact in solo queue. And when I don't really play any other roles when I solo, so I always go jungle at least so I can carry. And if I want to practice Slayer lane, for example, since I'm playing Slayer lane competitive, I always play with a jungler at least, duo Q. So the game is just more enjoyable for me, playing like that. And like, you always have to consider, what do you want to do with this game? Do you want to have fun? Do you want to improve yourself as a player alone? Or do you want to build up synergy with your teammates, for example? Or do you want to practice some heroes and so on? It just depends on your goals in this game. If you just want to enjoy the game, have more fun, then it's better to play with friends, since it's easier to carry the games with, and it's just more enjoyable, in my opinion. Okay, let's see Xanos. Oh, should be that. Boom boom. Yeah, nice. I just let the dragon... Oh, Necrof is there. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I wanted to pressure mid lane and let the Abyss dragon do a slow push. So once the Abyss dragon crashes in, it builds up a huge wave. So it's very hard for them to defend it, since the wave is so big. If you just put it straight without minions, it's not so hard to defend, basically. But Necrof did it smart. He just split pushed. He still died for it, but he denied the dragon. I thought he would be camping. Like, they were really passive, and I thought they would just defend under tower, and we can build a strong split, strong slow wave push, slow pushing wave. Yeah. No. Great to one-shot him, and he's dead. Pretty clean. I think I'll just let them push alone and heal myself up. I don't want to risk dying. If I die, for example, if you're ahead, people will greed, but you shouldn't greed too much. Because they get shot down gold, and that's really big potential for the opponents to come back. If you are in a lead position like me, they get, I don't know, 800 shot down gold, and that's a lot of gold for them. Right now I just do dragon to get the revive buff, to make sure I don't die and my team gets the additional dragon buff, which grants us a lot more damage. Now I have Blade of Eternity and the dragon buff, so it's very hard for them to kill me. I still do a lot of damage because I have the experience advantage. I'm already maximum level, unlike the others. Since we already have the middle and bottom tier 3 tower, I will try to pressure onto the top tier 3 towers, so we have all tier 3 towers, and get stronger super minions, and it's very hard for them to defend once we have that. We have 4 people dead. We should be able to just finish this game off now. Oh, they surrender. Yeah, that's about it. That's the game. I hope you guys enjoyed this commentary about how I like to jungle, how I basically wave control, counter jungle, jungle pathing, micromanagement, macro management, when to gank, when to camp, and so on. Like, jungle is a big mind game, basically. Leave a like if you enjoyed this commentary, and best ZEPHYS, PogChamp.